Some of you may or may not have been keeping up with what's been going on in the community and the west side, and there's all the neighborhood councils are all involved at this point with sharing their voice. But over 10 years ago, the city declared a ban on murals because they got in a legal issue with the commercial billboards regarding First Amendment and content and freedom of expression. So they decided to throw the murals into the mix because there are a lot of murals that have signage or the name of the stores on the mural. So there was this sort of gray line between, well, what's a mural and what's a sign. So the city decided to put together a more comprehensive mural ordinance that would just be specific to murals and painting, the painting of murals. And during those 10 years, we lost hundreds of murals. During the ban, many were whitewashed. You probably remember my mural, one of the early ones, if not among the first ones, on Soto and Cesar Chavez, right on the corner of the Advancements of Man, showing the photographs of first Jupiter, the Valdez, oil spill into the ocean, Cesar Chavez and the farm workers on the one side. Well, that was among one of the vintage murals, the historic murals of Royal Heights that got buffed out in 2006. And as you know, it's still plywooded and it's still covered and it's still in pretty bad shape since then. And what happens is that with a lot of these murals that originally were put up, they deterred in many ways graffiti and vandalism, depending on how you were saying, well, you know, it's in the eyes of the beholder. To some of us, the graph art is beautiful, and to some people, they don't like graffiti art. They don't like graph murals. So it's a matter of opinion, how we all, in our own way, define murals. So that's been the problem with this ordinance, is all the neighborhood councils come in with their opinion, and they want to dictate because they have this one-dimensional notion of what murals are. It's hard for them to understand that a mural is also decorative tile. A mural, anything that's attached to the wall, can be a fountain. It could be a beautiful fountain. That's under the new mural ordinance. You can't define a mural by its content, because that's the whole reason why they put this mural ordinance together. So a lot of the upper crust communities don't understand that their decorative art, their faux finishes, their trompe l'oeil, everything that has to do with world-class art that they have on their mansions is also going to be affected if they say, we don't like graffiti murals. And this is what's happening. They're stereotyping murals. So it's been an uphill battle for us for a few years. So tomorrow's going to be the meeting. We're hoping they're going to pass it. There's two versions that are circulating. There's an A version and a B version. The A version is basically what the artist would like. It's kind of like 80% there. There's still some niches that have to be taken care of within the A version. But the B version strictly says no murals on R1 privately owned residential homes. And this is where the upper communities are shooting themselves in the foot, because they can't build a new mansion and have decorative art on the outside. No Michelangelo type stuff, no decorative tile, no lion fountains, none of that stuff. If it's attached to the wall, it's considered a mural. So we're hoping to get as many people out there, at least just to have hundreds of bodies out there to intimidate the council members, because we need 10 votes to pass it, and we're hoping, there's rumor, that they're going to eliminate the R1 for further development, further investigation, so the neighborhood councils can have more input and possibly develop an overlay zone. So we could opt out if we don't want murals in our neighborhood. We could just opt out of the ordinance, and we have the freedom to do that. Or we could opt in and have murals, and we could have this meeting and say, yeah, Raul, go ahead and do that mural right there on First Street. That's fine. We love murals. We want murals. So we're hoping that's what's going to happen.
Yeah,